Hello, I'm Will County State's Attorney Jim Glasgow. I'd like to introduce you to some very unique and hard-working employees in the Will County State's Attorney's Office. They're all members of my League of Extraordinary Canines. It is our mission in the Will County State's Attorney's Office to keep our community safe by prosecuting, investigating, and preventing crime. An important part of our mission is to serve the needs of crime victims, especially vulnerable children who have been sexually abused or exploited. The Children's Advocacy Center is where young victims come to give statements we use as evidence to convict child predators. We've made the center a comfortable and inviting place for children and family members who are struggling through the greatest trauma in their lives. The children give their recorded statements to a skilled and gentle interviewer in a neutral and non-suggestive environment. Since I established the center in 1995, these statements have been used to convict thousands of abusers. We also provide counseling and other services to victims and family members so the healing can begin. We like to say we bring hope, healing, and justice to abused children. In 2012, we brought Jackson to the center to comfort children who had been sexually abused. He visits with them before and after the recorded interviews with our trained and compassionate staff. When Jackson first started with my office, he was a 2-year-old yellow Labrador Retriever. He was in training to be a leader dog for the blind. However, he had to be reassigned because he had a penchant for squirrels. So Jackson's owner, Sherry Johnson, began training him as a therapy dog and taking him to local hospitals to comfort patients. I asked Sherry if we could put Jackson to work comforting kids. It was the start of our Pause for Kids pet therapy program, and it was a huge success right from the start. In one case, a 6-year-old girl who had been sexually abused played with Jackson at the center, but she was unable to talk about her traumatic experience during her interview. A week later, she asked to return to make a statement because of her friendship with Jackson. When she arrived, Jackson was there to greet her. She hugged him and called him her best friend. As the program developed, Sherry brought her other therapy dog, Malley, to work at the center also. Both Jackson and Malley are licensed through Therapy Dog International. A few years ago, we were fortunate enough to acquire Kiwi, a 3-year-old black English lab. Kiwi is a licensed facility dog with special national certification from Assistance Dog International. She graduated from Support Dogs Incorporated in St. Louis, Missouri. Like Jackson and Malley, she greets and comforts children who come to the center for interviews and services. She is also trained to accompany children to court hearings and sit quietly with them on the witness stand when they testify at trial. The use of these therapy dogs proved so effective with children that we started to think of other creative ways to utilize their services. So when we qualified to receive another highly trained dog from Support Dogs Incorporated, we jumped at the chance. Angus is another black English lab who works primarily in our problem-solving courts. These include drug court, veterans court, mental health court, and adult redeploy Illinois court. Each court is designed to rehabilitate offenders and place them on the path to productive citizenship. These are highly structured programs that provide court monitoring, treatment, and counseling to qualifying offenders who have been cycling in and out of the prison system. We're tackling the heroin epidemic head-on in our problem-solving courts. I'm proud to say that we've helped hundreds of people break the cycle of addiction, find work, and return to their families. This includes many veterans who have struggled with their lives after returning from service. Angus is a friendly face at group meetings and counseling sessions. He reduces stress for court participants, and he sometimes provides comic relief. He's an important partner for our counselors. He's helping people get back on track. Our 4 comfort dogs also attend many community events and fundraisers to raise awareness and money for organizations that deal with child sexual abuse, domestic violence, and other crime prevention programs. These loving dogs always attract a crowd at local events. These aren't the only hardworking dogs in my office. A few years ago, I learned about detection dogs that are trained to find hidden electronic devices like thumb drives, SD cards, and cell phones. They can smell a proprietary chemical the companies use when making these devices. I knew right away a dog like this would help our investigators in my Crimes Against Children unit as they build cases against predators who trade child pornography over the internet. These tiny devices are easily hidden, making it hard for investigators to find them while executing search warrants. In 2016, we brought Cash to work in the unit. We were the first agency in Illinois to put an electronics detection dog in the field. Cash was trained by an Indiana firefighter who pioneered the training of these dogs. One of his dogs helped put fast food pitchman Jared Fogle in prison after sniffing out hidden devices inside his mansion. Cash is a 75-pound black lab who lives with my investigator, Megan Brooks. Megan trains Cash every day and rewards his successes with food. He's been on 18 searches and he's found all kinds of devices. There you have it, my League of Extraordinary Canines. Stop by and meet them sometime.